High-tech metal golf clubs now rule the greens, but don't count wooden clubs out of the game yet. Wooden golf clubs are all about tradition. Golfers have played with them for centuries, and some still prefer the look and feel of wooden club heads, any way you slice it. With a good-looking wooden club, your luck could be on the upswing. Each club head starts with a log of persimmon wood, which is a type of ebony. They slice it into quarters and discard the center section because it's lower quality. They cut one of the quarters down to a workable shape and size, then lock it into this duplicating machine. Overhead, they place a more sculpted piece of wood, called a master model. As they turn, a wheel traces the contours of the master model and guides a blade below, which carves the rough chunk of wood into a duplicate of the master model. They switch master models to one that looks a lot more like a golf club head. Again, the blade below copies the shape. They cut the stub off the duplicate, and they smooth it with a light sanding. Next, using a spinning cutter, they carve a generous slot into the face of the club head. They spread a lot of heavy-duty glue in the slot, and then they plug it with an insert made of rigid plastic. The insert will protect the wooden club head from the force of the golf ball. They trim the overlap, and then they sand it until the plastic insert blends seamlessly with the wood. Using a router, they carve an hourglass shape in the bottom of the golf club head. This big slot will hold the sole plate, which will add weight and protect the bottom of the club. The club head can't be more than 3 grams off the target weight, so they add a lead pellet to make it a little heavier after factoring in the weight of the sole plate that's still to be installed. They drill an extra hole in case they need to add more lead later. Then they press fit the lead pellet to the club head. They slather adhesive in the slot for the sole plate, and then install the sole plate, which is made of stainless steel. Again, sanding smooths away any bumps and grooves. With a drill, they bore a hole in the neck of the golf club head. They slide a glue-coated metal sleeve into that hole. Then they taper the neck with a sanding belt. Using a jeweler's saw, they score the face of the golf club head. These lines are strategic. They'll help give the golf ball spin. They dip the club head in water-based stain that soaks into the wood but doesn't penetrate the metal sole plate. Then, things get messy as they rub a pasty substance all over the golf club head, plugging the open pores of the persimmon wood. It's a crucial step that will allow them to achieve a mirror finish later. They number it to identify it as a fairway club. And then they give the sole plate a good scrubbing with steel wool to get rid of any fingerprints. They spray it with 5 coats of polyurethane. They push the glue-covered end of the shaft into the sleeve in the club head. They adjust the weight by inserting some pulverized lead in the extra hole drilled earlier. For a player to hit balls accurately, each club in the set has to feel as if it's the same weight. So there's one more weigh-in before they decide this wooden golf club is up to par. Now it's time to hit the course, because winning could be a matter of knocking on wood.